Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Prabhu David, Provost and Senior VP for Academic Affairs, and it is my distinct honor to welcome you this afternoon to celebrate this milestone event in our university's history, the inauguration of our 11th president, Dr. William H. Sanders. And now please stand if you're able for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, land of the free, and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. We welcome you to today's ceremony by acknowledging the land on which we gather, and I direct your attention to the screen.
We begin this ceremony by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Unandawaka, or the people of the Great Hill. In English, they are known as Seneca people, the keepers of the Western Door. Together with the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, and Tuscarora, the Seneca make up the sovereign Haudenosaunee Confederacy. We honor and respect the enduring relationship that exists between these peoples and nations and this land. Yahweh.
I'd like to thank the members of our outstanding performing arts student groups, 8-Beat Measure and Maskers Drama Club, for leading us in the singing and signing of our national anthem. I also wish to acknowledge our musical performers, Associate Professor Yunshan Ma and violinist Catherine Chang from the College of Liberal Arts. Please join me and the Rock City Guardians Pipes and Drums for leading the platform party, and the RIT Jazz Ensemble for the recession. Join me in thanking our mace bearer, Dr. Richard Zenibi, Professor of Computer Science and Chair of RIT's Faculty Senate. You can learn more about the significance of the academic mace in your program. Now, applause. Thanks, Richard. And today's ceremony is enriched by our professional sign language interpreters and real-time captioners. Thank you. We are truly honored to have with us in the audience many friends, colleagues, and special guests. We are so pleased to welcome delegates from guest colleges and universities, RIT students, staff, faculty and alumni, RIT vice presidents and deans, and of course, members of the RIT Board of Trustees. We welcome Emily Sanders. Emily, we are happy to welcome you to the RIT family, and we look forward to working with you and Bill on the journey ahead. Thank you. And members of Dr. Sanders' family, their children Elizabeth and Zachary Sanders, thank you for joining us. As most of you know, Dr. Munson's tenure as the 10th president of RIT ended on June 30th of this year, after 8 years in his role. We thank Dave and Nancy for being here today. At RIT, we always guarantee a smooth transition of power. So, RIT's 9th president, Dr. Dessler and his wife Rebecca, are also with us to celebrate Dr. Sanders' inauguration. Thank you for being here. We are honored to be joined today by several of our public officials and community partners who are great friends and supporters of RIT. I invite them to stand as I call their names and ask that you hold your applause. It's a long list, so please hold your applause till the very end until everyone's been introduced. So, federal leaders, Bernard Alexander, he's on his way, representing U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer. Austin Ponce, representing U.S. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. New York State, Monroe County, and City Rochester leaders. Jacob Gilbert Mahoney, representing Governor Kathy Hochul. Senator Jeremy Cooney and his Chief of Staff, Rick Rogers. Assemblymember Demond Meeks and his Legislative Director, Viveka Smith. Assemblymember Jen Lunsford, who's on campus and will be joining us shortly. Assemblymember Josh Jensen. Nia Robinson, representing Assemblymember Sarah Clark. Monroe County Executive Adam Bello and his staff assistant Julia Ross McGuire. William Maley, Brighton Town Supervisor. Tamara Mayberry, Chief of Staff, City of Rochester. Laura Fox O'Sullivan, Finger Lakes Regional Director, Empire State Development. Lola Brabham, President, Commission on Independent Colleges and Universities. Next, we move to regional community leaders. Matt Hurlbut, President and CEO, Greater Rochester Enterprise. Joe Stefko, President and CEO, One Rock. Jamie Saunders, President and CEO, United Way of Greater Rochester and the Finger Lakes. Joe Leatherstick, Director of Advocacy, Intergovernmental Affairs, and Public Policy, Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce. Mark Cholak, Fire Chief, Henrietta Fire District. Amy Haneke, Director, Micron, Northeast Semiconductor Network. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to all of you. Our alumni, now numbering over 150,000, are an integral part of our community. We are grateful for your support, and we ask alumni here today to please stand and be acknowledged. We have some on the stage as well. Yes. Alumni. Members of our platform party will be introduced during the course of our celebration. So today, we celebrate this special occasion in RIT's history with the inauguration of our 11th president. And Dr. Sanders follows a dynamic set of leaders who moved RIT forward and our institution to greater heights. Now I'm excited to see where Dr. Sanders will take us during his tenure. RIT is a relatively young university. While our founding date is 1829, RIT was little more than a trade school in downtown Rochester in its early years. It wasn't until the mid-50s that RIT began conferring bachelor's degrees. Today, we have this magnificent campus in the suburbs of Rochester, offering advanced degrees and cutting-edge programs while enrolling students from nearly every state in the nation and more than 100 countries around the world. We are a truly international university with global campuses and international programming. And we are poised to continue our evolution into a world-class, student-centered teaching and research university, known around the world for our focus on technology, the arts, and design. Over the years, RIT has earned the reputation of being a technical university comprised of engineers and computer scientists. While we are that, RIT is also rich in the arts. Technology, the arts, and design is woven into every aspect of RIT. It is an intentional approach we infuse into our academic programs, research initiatives, experiential learning opportunities, interdisciplinary collaborations, and more. History has proven that our university has had the right president at the right time to lead us through all these interesting programs. Under President Sanders' leadership, we stand ready to start a new chapter in RIT's history, and we're ready to continue our upward trajectory as a top research university. I now invite representatives of our shared governance groups and alumni to offer remarks. Representing our faculty is Dr. Richard Zenibi, Chair of the Academic Senate, Jean Vogler, Chair of Staff Council, followed by Rafael Gilboa, President of Student Government, and Orlando Ortiz, President of RIT Alumni Association. Richard?
Thank you, Dr. David. So on behalf of Faculty Senate, welcome, Bill, to our academic Tiger team. Our task is to support and advance RIT's educational, creative, and research missions by helping actualize the full potential of our faculty and students. To that end, we are grateful for your technical and administrative expertise and for your willingness to take the time to study and fully appreciate the Institute's culture, history, quirks, and greatness. Again, on behalf of Faculty Senate, welcome. We look forward to working closely with you, and congratulations on becoming the 11th president of the Rochester Institute of Technology.
There we go. We got to adjust for the short guy. Dr. Sanders, on behalf of Staff Council and our IT staff, we look forward to proactively and collaboratively working with you to make your vision a reality. This is an important moment in the history of RIT as we embark on this next chapter. As you navigate this new role, please know that RIT staff will be there to support you. Congratulations again, and we look forward to all the good things to come.
Dr. Sanders, I am lucky enough to represent student government and the RIT student body. You know just as well as we do that even with how far we've come, there is more work to be done, more problems to be solved, and more progress to be made. And as long as you continue to be the man that you are, show the care for RIT that you already do, and never forget the students and the community that you serve, you will never lose the full trust and support of the RIT student body. We could not be happier to have you, and we look forward to your work and to your leadership. Welcome to our community, welcome to RIT, and as always, go Tigers.
Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. I first want to wish you all a happy Hispanic Heritage Month. Feliz Mes de la Herencia Hispana. Thank you. As president of RIT's Alumni Association and on behalf of RIT's over 150,000 alumni found around the world, please accept our warm welcome and congratulations, Dr. Sanders. We look forward to working with you to foster and strengthen the relationship between RIT and its alumni and friends, to preserve and promote the university's traditions, purposes, growth, and alumni, and to keep alive the Tiger spirit for our alma mater. Congratulations.
At this time, I invite Yunshin Ma and Catherine Chang for a musical performance. Yunshan and Catherine, thank you so much. That was terrific. As we continue our program, it brings me great pleasure to introduce a series of guests who know President Sanders well. Some are here today, and others have shared a video congratulations as he begins his new leadership role at RIT. In order, we will hear from Arvind Krishna, Chairman, President, and CEO of IBM, and a colleague of President Sanders. Robin Berthier, CEO and co-founder, Network Perception, a company that was co-founded with Bill. John F. Meyer, Professor Emeritus, Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, University of Michigan, and Bill's PhD advisor. I really want to hear what he has to say. And finally, Elizabeth and Zachary Sanders, children of Bill and Emily Sanders. And let's turn our attention to the screen.
Bill, congratulations on your appointment as RIT's 11th president. Your deep academic roots and leadership experience will be a tremendous asset to RIT. And there is no one better to lead one of the nation's top research universities. I know this firsthand through our connection at UIUC, where I met you when you were department chair, then when you became head of the Information Trust Institute, and then following you to CMU, and on. All throughout, we have been collaborating on the deep partnership with IBM. Through your career, you've proven yourself to be a prolific researcher and bold innovator. Your pioneering work in cybersecurity was just one great example, but infrastructure resilience, energy, so many others. IBM is a proud supporter of RIT's Global Cybersecurity Institute, so I look forward to continuing to work together. It's a prime example of how academia and industry can partner to drive innovation, tackle challenges, and shape future tech leaders. Under your leadership, I'm confident this work will thrive. I wish you and your family all the best, and again, my sincere congratulations to you and to RIT. Thank you.
Good afternoon, RIT. My name is Robin Berthier. I first met Bill in 2009 when he hired me as a postdoc. A few years later, we co-founded Network Perception from a research project that Bill had the vision to transform into an industry venture. Our mission has been to protect the cybersecurity of critical infrastructure. And just last year, our startup was acquired by the market leader. Many of you may not know Bill yet, so I've been looking for the simplest way to capture my experience working and collaborating with him. And to me, Bill is like a particle accelerator. A particle accelerator because anyone who collides with him ends up on a higher energy level. I know this because I was one of those particles. Before meeting Bill, I was moving on a steady, predictable career path. Then came the collision. Suddenly, I was propelled into a new professional orbit, becoming an entrepreneur, eventually the CEO of a successful startup, a trajectory I never could have imagined. And as a true accelerator, Bill didn't just give me speed, he also gave me structure. He worked closely with all of us, with care and the highest level of attention, on the science, on the business, on the fundamentals. He made sure the direction was right, and we had the resilience to keep delivering on our mission. So, RIT, here is the good news. You have just installed your very own accelerator. And if my story is any indication, everyone here, students, faculty, staff, everyone is about to gain energy, momentum, and opportunities. Congratulations, President Sanders, and to the RIT community. Buckle up. Exciting collisions ahead. And now please direct your attention once again to the screen for a special video from John Mayer.
First of all, to Professor Sanders, my heartfelt congratulations on being chosen to preside over this thriving, innovative university. And congratulations as well to RIT's search committee and board of trustees whose collective wisdom brought Bill to your campus. My pleasure of knowing Bill Sanders dates back 45 years to his sophomore year in my discrete mathematics class at the University of Michigan. Bright, eager, always fully engaged, he quickly surfaced as an obvious candidate for graduate study at Michigan, where he earned his PhD degree in 1988. Bill's thesis was a masterpiece that formalized the construction and solution of performability models based on stochastic activity networks. In turn, this served as a launching pad for his remarkable teaching and research career at Arizona and Illinois. Our continued collaboration and close personal friendship have thrived since Bill began work in Tucson, facilitated by projects, conferences, and smaller meetings, especially a series of 9 performability modeling workshops and semi-annual meetings of IFIP Working Group 10.4. But now to this special day in Rochester, where I'm reminded of the refrain, "The leaders and best," from Michigan's fight song, "The Victors." It speaks to both Bill's educational roots and the prospect of his successful tenure as the 11th president of Rochester Institute of Technology. As evidenced by his brilliant record of administrative achievement at Illinois and CMU, Professor William Harry Sanders is an exceptional leader and the best for RIT moving forward. So proud of you, Bill. You are most deserving of this honor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elizabeth, and this is my brother, Zach. While everybody else has been speaking about Dr. Sanders, I have the honor of speaking to my dad. What a joy it is to highlight the very important parts of you that make you, you, the parts that might not show up on the resume. I want to tell you how much I've appreciated the values and character that you've helped me build over my life. First, of course, no one would be surprised that you instilled the value of education in me, though not just in an academic sense, and in the sense that learning is a lifelong journey. You taught me to be there for what matters. You've put in so much work to get to where you are now, but what's wild, though, is I will probably never truly comprehend just how much, because you made sure to be at every one of Zach and my soccer games, every one of our band performances. You made sure to celebrate every one of our wins, big or small, and you were always there whenever we needed advice or a hug. I strive to be there for others in the way that you have so selflessly done for us. You have taught me to be both a realist and an optimist. Early on throughout my academic career, I faced many anxieties when it came to test taking, but you always told me, "Elizabeth, slow down, read and understand the problem carefully, and you'll know what to do." But what little Elizabeth didn't know was that you were giving her important life advice, as you called her little concerns. You were encouraging me to meet every situation at face value and with an open mind, and to trust that in doing so, everything else will follow. It has reminded me across all chapters of my life that I'm strong enough to handle whatever I might be facing. It brings so much joy to my heart knowing that you've not only shared this wisdom with me, but with your students, helping them just as you've helped me. When I helped you move into your new office here, I saw firsthand in the letters and mementos that students have given you over all these years. I'm so excited for you to continue supporting students in new ways as you step into your new role here. Finally, you and Mom, an unstoppable duo, have taught me what true love and true partnership looks like. From the easy moments to the hard, you both have been steadfast right beside one another, navigating every twist and turn. You are always thinking about one another, about how you can better support one another, or what the other person might need. This cannot be summed up in one single moment, but I am reminded of the time after Mom's surgery where she lost feeling in one side. Someone asked her what it felt like holding hands with you now. She said, "I might not be able to feel his hand anymore, but I can always feel his warmth." Dad, Mom, Zach, and I are so proud of you. We love you more than words can express. We are proud of you for all the accomplishments in your professional career, of course. What I'm so honored to be able to share today as your daughter is how proud we are of you for centering your values and family every step of the way.
Dad, I'm not a man of many words, so I'll keep this short. Congratulations on this incredible moment. I'm so incredibly lucky to have you as a father, not just because of all your accomplishments, but because of the example you've set for me and so many others. Congratulations.
Elizabeth and Zachary, thank you so much, and Robin, thank you. So we got to now all look for our seat belts, right? So I now have the pleasure and honor of introducing today's keynote speaker, Dr. Andreas Kangalaris. Professor Kangalaris is the founding president of NEOM University in Saudi Arabia. Prior to leading NEOM, he spent 25 years at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, serving as Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Provost. Before that, he was Dean of the Granger College of Engineering and Head of Electrical and Computer Engineering. He previously held faculty appointments at the University of Arizona and served as a Senior Research Engineer at General Motors Research Labs. A renowned expert in applied electromagnetism and computational science. His research has advanced modeling methodologies and design tools for computing and communication systems. He has received numerous honors, including the Humboldt Research Award, Distinguished Educator Award, and the U.S. Army Research Lab Director's Coin. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Kangalaris to the podium. Andres.
Distinguished guests, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, students, alumni, and cherished friends of the Rochester Institute of Technology. What a joyful occasion this is. It is a profound honor to stand before you today to celebrate a new chapter in the life of this extraordinary institution and to mark the beginning of a presidency that promises vision, courage, and a human touch. I'm especially grateful to be here today, not only because the person we honor is a renowned scholar and transformative leader, but also because he has been a steadfast companion and inspiration in my own life, Professor William Sanders. The Sanders' friendship and Bill's professional collegiality have been twin treasures for me for almost 4 decades. I can tell you many things about Bill. He was a dashing young man, a charismatic young professor. He was lucky in love, as all of you who know Emily realize. And he's very smart, bringing to bear an intellectual prowess that has taken him to the frontiers of science and engineering and established him as an influential scholar and leader. Bill and I began our academic journeys together at the University of Arizona in Tucson, right as the third industrial revolution, the digital revolution, was reshaping our world. Computers and communication systems were fueling the digitization of our world, giving birth to the internet and launching us all into the dazzling information age. Bill was right at the heart of it, dreaming, building, and leading. In the late 1980s, when I joined the Electrical and Computer Engineering department at the University of Arizona, I was fortunate to be part of a dynamic, fun, energetic, ambitious crew of assistant professors. Bill immediately stood out. His kindness, his genuine interest in others, his open mind and bold imagination, he made everyone feel welcome and valued. And 10 years later, when our family moved to Urbana-Champaign, so I could join the University of Illinois, Bill and Emily made it feel like home. When Helen, my wife, went house hunting in Champaign, Bill and Emily insisted she stay with them. Their warmth and easy hospitality helped smooth our young family's transition, which I assure you was not easy. Leaving the striking beauty of the Sonora Desert over the fertile plains of Illinois was a leap not just in geography, but in lifestyle. You know, they reassured us Illinois would be wonderful. The magic of Big Ten football games in the crisp autumn air. I remember Bill's words about this. The ease of raising a family in a close-knit community. Of course, they conveniently forgot to mention the bone-chilling winters and the spring tornadoes. For Bill and Emily, what really mattered was the people. The exceptional caliber and collegial spirit within the AC department of Illinois, as well as the supportive atmosphere fostered by the university community. And they were absolutely right. Bill was a great part of that. It didn't take long to notice that everyone in engineering knew Bill, and people wanted you to know they knew him. Not just because of the caliber of his research, his teaching, his service, but because of his personality. A deep thinker, a thoughtful and effective communicator, Bill is at his best in the presence of others, enjoying and contributing to the richness of ideas and actions that a diverse community of people bring to bear. The vibrancy of Illinois' interdisciplinary research culture was tailor-made for Bill. A coordinated science laboratory at Illinois, one of the nation's foremost centers for interdisciplinary research and innovation, empowered Bill's ambitious research pursuits. Our leadership roles at the University of Illinois were interwoven in ways that allowed me ample opportunities to observe Bill as an academic leader. From founding director of the Illinois Information Trust Institute, to director of the Coordinated Science Laboratory, to head of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, to dean of the College of Engineering at Carnegie Mellon, transformative impact and the success of the institution have always been the guideposts of Bill's leadership. He is a natural leader. He leads by heart. He mentors by inception, standing beside his colleagues as they discover the best in themselves. He engenders the cross-disciplinary cooperation that makes an academic institution the best it can be. Bill's unique blend of curiosity, creativity, and drive brought together interdisciplinary teams of academics and their students to propose bold programs and initiatives addressing vital challenges for the nation and the world. Beyond success in these endeavors, which was often accomplished, the greatest achievement of these collaborations was the creative, vibrant, lasting communities they forged. Bill's leadership of the ECE department in Illinois was a beacon. He relentlessly advanced the department's excellence and impact through the success of its students, faculty, and staff, and through the engagement of its alumni, its friends, and all its stakeholders. Bill has earned many awards, each testament to his impact. Among them, one notable achievement that speaks about the impact of Bill's leadership at Illinois is his 2018 Campus Award for Executive Officer Distinguished Leadership from the University of Illinois, a recognition I'm especially proud of, having served as the dean that appointed Bill as ECE department head. Let me share a line from Bill's nomination that captures the spirit of his leadership. Bill envisioned the department's new building as an opportunity to gather faculty members, students, and staff in collaborative spaces where ideas could be exchanged. A colleague described him as an exemplar of effective leadership who has led diverse groups to strategic improvements for our department. Bill's fascinating journey to the presidency of RIT cannot be discussed without recognizing the significant role that trust has played in facilitating this achievement. Trust is a bedrock of effective leadership in any context, but its significance is magnified within the university environment, where a leader must unite individuals across disciplines, backgrounds, and interests in pursuit of a shared vision. A university leader who truly embodies trust through consistency, integrity, and a commitment to shared goals cultivates a climate where everyone feels empowered to contribute, take risks, innovate, and work together toward a meaningful mission. Bill understands deeply the significance of trust. His research pursuits and his academic leadership have served him well as the laboratories and the proving grounds for the advancement of the importance of trustworthiness to the safety and prosperity of the world. The dependability of complex systems and the computational challenge of its predictive modeling were a big part of his research pursuits. Bill's pioneering contributions in this area open wide an interdisciplinary field of education and research whose significance and impact has been felt by industries and governments alike in their efforts to keep pace with and make the best out of the information age. A member of the National Academy of Engineering, Bill is renowned for his contributions to the advancement of the science and engineering of trustworthy cyber infrastructures for societal scale systems. In 2016, he was recognized with the IEEE Innovation in Societal Infrastructure Award for his trailblazing research on the advancement of information trust and the security of the digital backbone on which our world is becoming increasingly dependent for its safety, its well-being, and prosperity. Information trust is central to our safe and successful pursuit of the intriguing opportunities of the fourth industrial revolution at the nexus of human thought and artificial intelligence. Beyond his expert technical understanding of trustworthy cyber-physical systems, Bill's deep appreciation of the pivotal role people play in ensuring that these systems steward and advance the safety and prosperity of humanity will prove invaluable as he guides RIT with wisdom, responsibility, and care. RIT stands at the crossroads of creativity and technology, innovation and inclusion. It is a place where the future is imagined and built, where students are empowered to shape the world. Since nearly 2 centuries since its founding as the Rochester Athenaeum in 1829, RIT's steadfast dedication to the convergence of education in the arts, the sciences, and industry continues to drive its mission and impact as a premier university. This harmonious convergence is essential for human progress. Aristotle's words, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all, are more relevant now than ever. In this moment, with the world intrigued, yet uncertain and anxious about the potential and promise of artificial intelligence, as these AI systems of our creation appear ready to advance from being at our service to becoming our peers and possibly our masters, institutions of higher education face deep responsibilities, unique challenges, and exhilarating opportunities. We must rethink how we teach and learn, how we research and discover, how we inspire and innovate. We are challenged to reassess our role as mentors and educators of the citizens of tomorrow, whose choices, decisions, and actions will shape the world's future. In these times, our responsibility as educators is truly profound. To meet the moment, we need leaders who are wise, courageous, visionary, collaborative, and inspiring. Leaders we can trust to bring the university, community, and all its stakeholders together to comprehend the challenges and propose and advance in the right path forward. Bill Sanders is that leader for this very moment. I'm full of admiration of RIT for choosing Bill to be its next president. You have chosen a leader who will honor your legacy and elevate your future. His dedication to serving the institution's best interests is unwavering. His energy and resolve are truly inspirational. As someone who exemplifies trustworthiness, Bill will be the nexus of the RIT community, empowering the success of its students, faculty, and staff, bringing the alumni home with pride and mission, and leveraging its relationship to broaden the university's impact and ensure its leadership in an ever-changing world. So today, as we celebrate President Sanders' inauguration, let us all also celebrate the values that brought us here: community, trust, responsibility, integrity, respect, and care. Let us walk forward together with confidence in the future, with optimism, gratitude, and excitement for the journey ahead. Congratulations, President Sanders. May your presidency be as transformative as your character is inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you, Andreas. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on Dr. Sanders' vision and values as an academic leader. Indeed, we are thrilled to have him as our next president. And to help us learn more about Dr. Sanders' leadership, let's take a look at this video.
Today, more than ever before, higher education needs leaders who are strategic, visionary, and driven by impact. Bill is all of those things.
Bill is one of these people that is always on. He's always thinking about the people that he's serving.
He creates the kind of space and opportunity for people to bring their own talents and succeed.
Bill really did a wonderful job of inclusion. Everybody in the college had the opportunity to contribute their ideas, their thoughts, their opinions.
He knows how to create space for the students to share their perspective.
He is supportive, protective, and kind, and I think kindness is a huge factor in leadership.
He gets everybody towards a consensus as opposed to saying, I'm the leader, I have the final say, and this is it.
He's a visionary with ideas, but he's also very practical in execution. He helps build constructive, concrete steps to create the reality of whatever we're dreaming up together.
Those are skill sets that sometimes you don't find the combination, the brilliance and the listening skills and the ability to build complex teams with multidisciplinary aspects to it.
But that doesn't stop him being very humble. I mean, the humility really comes through, and his thoughtfulness.
And once you've met him, you'll know you're dealing with somebody who is kind of a special individual.
Bill spent 25 years as a tenured professor in the departments of electrical and computer engineering and computer science at the Granger College of Engineering here at the University of Illinois.
He was very instrumental in the creation of the Information Trust Institute.
The focal point for research and research centers at the University of Illinois on the resilience and cybersecurity of critical infrastructures like the power grid.
It was really about the digital transformation of power grid. That had tremendous impact.
And still, the Information Trust Institute is here. And so this is one of the real legacies of Bill Sanders, that he founded something and then it didn't die after he left, but quite the contrary.
And that is a testament of his vision and hard work and ability to institute structures that last for a long time.
I asked him to lead an effort called the Discovery Partners Institute. That's a major international and domestic partnership that's all about creating the next generation of talent, but also doing the cutting-edge research and development to address the complex societal problems of our time.
He was inaugurated into the National Academy of Engineering. It's a very prestigious organization and truly a recognition of a major impact.
Bill also played a significant leadership role in establishing the first research center outside the US, and this was in Singapore. It was called the Advanced Digital Science Center, and Bill was really instrumental in helping us set that up.
He had a long stay at Illinois, and he has left his imprint on many.
I was thrilled to have the opportunity to recruit Bill to join our leadership team here at Carnegie Mellon. The impact of his career to date has been simply extraordinary.
Bill has really had such a positive impact here at Carnegie Mellon and been such a pleasant person to work with.
He's someone who is focused in pursuing excellence and an understanding of how to build community so that we can be successful as a collective.
He makes people feel very comfortable around them.
At his office hours, he definitely does what he can to make himself accessible to students.
And it makes a lot of difference when you feel that your dean is connected to your faculty, to your students, to campus.
I don't think I've seen anybody quite as energetically focused on the welfare of the students and the faculty as Bill.
He transcends all sorts of boundaries. He crosses into government, industry, academia, nonprofits, startups.
Bill is very good at seeing the most important problems of our time and how interdisciplinary expertise can be brought to solve those problems.
I am impressed with how broad his knowledge is, and he's very enthusiastic about the next big thing.
One of the 4 pillars of Bill's strategic plan that he developed here was to have an international impact.
Bill's contributions to the growth and strengthening of the CMU Africa operation will certainly be a legacy of Bill and his time here at Carnegie Mellon.
I was the director of CMU's campus in Africa, that's in Kigali, Rwanda, and I saw firsthand what a life-changing opportunity our program is for African students.
Bill understood intimately the operations in Africa. He understood what their future might be if properly funded.
And Bill was extremely crucial in the effort to get the MasterCard Foundation to endow the educational mission for that campus.
Which now has allowed us to be able to recruit students from over 25 different countries across the African continent.
That's why I say it's one of his legacies here.
We're in the 4th Industrial Revolution. There's an acceleration of technology, biology, information technology, humanity all coming together. And I think what Bill's been able to really do is help channel our understanding of what we do as engineers to make a solid and important contribution.
Right now, what leaders need to do more than anything else is give people hope. And Bill's belief in what he's doing is something that sweeps everybody along with it.
RIT has a strong momentum that we can capitalize to make it the destination for students that value its unique brand and to conduct research to solve the world's most challenging problems.
Bill's wife, Emily, they're a very impressive team, and Emily's a very warm person.
Emily is just tremendously gracious and supportive of Bill. They are both genuinely nice people.
Bill is interested in making the world a better place. RIT is very, very fortunate to have Bill as their incoming president.
RIT is gaining an exceptional leader, and I'm so proud to see Bill take on this exciting new role.
Universities hold a sacred place in our society, and the work we do to educate the next generation of leaders is now more important than ever. This is RIT's time, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. Let's get to work, and let's do it together.
Well, I hope we have given you a rich presentation of the different facets that makes Bill Sanders. Now, to the real reason we are here today. It is my pleasure to call forward Susan Puglia, Chair of the RIT Board of Trustees, with Vice Chair Susan Holliday and Frank Skolarski, who lead the formal installation of Dr. Sanders as RIT's 11th president. Susan.
Thank you, Prabhu. Today, we gather to formally install Dr. William H. Sanders as the 11th president of Rochester Institute of Technology. Dr. Sanders, please join us at the podium. Dr. William H. Sanders, the RIT Board of Trustees, has chosen you to lead Rochester Institute of Technology, a remarkable university with a proud history and a very bright future. With your vision and guidance, we look forward to shaping a future together that builds on our proud legacy and reaches new heights. As you assume the office of the presidency, you become one of 11 individuals throughout RIT's history who has been given the trust of this university. As you undertake this vital role, you can be assured of our continued and enthusiastic support. As chair of RIT's Board of Trustees, I entrust to you, Dr. William H. Sanders, the office of the president of RIT, and charge you to fulfill the duties of that office to the best of your abilities. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Rochester Institute of Technology, I am privileged to hereby install you, Dr. William H. Sanders, as president of Rochester Institute of Technology with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of this office. The vice chairs will now place upon you the Presidential Collar of Authority, the symbol of this office. The placement of this collar signifies your formal installation by the RIT Board of Trustees to this preeminent position of leadership. All right. On behalf of all those present here and for all of those who have sent their regards, we wish you a long, impactful, and successful tenure in this esteemed office. Congratulations, Bill. All right. And now Bill will make his comments.
I have to say that the moving podium, before I start formally, is an innovation of President Munson. So thank you, President Munson. So to the entire RIT community, students, faculty, staff, board members, university leadership, alumni, and friends, you have my admiration and gratitude for what you have created here at RIT. You have my sincere thanks for welcoming Emily and me so warmly into your community. To our board chair, Pulia, vice chairs Holliday and Skolarski, and the entire Board of Trustees, I am humbled and honored that you have put your faith in me by appointing me as the 11th president of RIT. I'm thankful for the deep partnership we have formed in the few short months that we have worked together. To Provost David, Faculty Senate Chair Zanibi, Staff Council Chair Vogel, Student Government President Gilboa, Alumni Associate President Ortez, IBM CEO Krishna, Network Perception CEO Berthier, Professor Meyer, President Cangelaris, and all those you saw in the video. I'm deeply moved by your kind words and friendship. To the director of the RIT Philharmonic, Yun Cha Ma, to the violinist, Catherine Chang, to the Rock City Guardian Pipes and Drums, to the RIT Jazz Ensemble, to 8-Beat Measure and the Masquerade Drama Club, thank you for your beautiful music. To Al Simone, to Bill Dessler, to Dave Munson, and the 7 RIT presidents that came before them, thank you for the incredible legacy you have left us. I am grateful for the momentum you generate and the leadership you displayed in transforming RIT into what it is today, a rising research university that is educating the next generation of leaders and doing good across the globe. To the colleagues, the students, the parents at the University of Arizona, the University of Illinois, and Carnegie Mellon University, you have shaped me in innumerable ways, preparing me to join RIT as its president. Thank you. I'm so grateful that so many of you could join me here today. And to the talented and friendly people, and you saw some of them introduced at the beginning, throughout the greater Rochester region, thank you for welcoming Emily and me into your community. It's clear that RIT thrives when it works in harmony with the community. And it's clear that RIT's responsibility is to actively work to make the communities in which it resides even better. While I haven't yet visited our campuses in Dubai, Croatia, and Kosovo, I believe that principle and that responsibility is equally important there. And of course, to my wife Emily, my children, Elizabeth and Zachary, who you saw, my parents, my brother Rob, and the rest of my family, thank you for your love and support. My parents instilled in me a deep and lifelong appreciation and quest for learning. My children bring me joy, and they help me to learn to be a whole person. And Emily has been my partner in every step of my personal and professional journey. Thank you, Elizabeth and Zachary, for speaking at this ceremony on behalf of our family. I know that wasn't easy for you, so I especially thank you for doing it, and I'm deeply touched by your words. So I stand here today with gratitude and humility to serve as the president of this distinguished university. Thank you all. So let's start to talk about our bold future by remembering our past. In 1968, RIT left downtown Rochester and dedicated a new campus right here in the town of Henrietta. It gave the university a clean slate to reimagine its future on 1,300 acres. Here's what RIT President Mark Ellingson said and prognosticated during the dedication ceremony 57 years ago, and I quote, "I believe that this new campus is a launching pad, that what we have seen in the past of growth and service is a bare beginning. I might liken it to the very simple airplanes of 1908, vintage in comparison to the spaceships of today. I predict to everyone that this institution will enter a new, exciting, and challenging era." Today, as RIT approaches its 200th anniversary, we continue embracing our vision of shaping the future through a creativity and innovation, leveraging the power of technology, the arts, and design to move the world forward. We are ready to lead, and we're ready to take on the challenges and opportunities of the future. Earlier today, we held a discussion entitled RIT in Conversation, a celebration of RIT's past, present, and future, featuring inspiring faculty presentations and a panel on the future of higher education. I was just blown away by the faculty presentations. The presenters represent the deep passion of our faculty in our educational and research mission. We also discussed RIT's future in the evolving landscape of universities. That landscape is shifting rapidly, and the universities like RIT are at the center of that change. I'm thankful to Gilda Barabino, former president, Olin College of Engineering, Andreas Cangelaris, founding president, Neom University, W. Kent Fox, president emeritus, the University of Florida, James Garrett Jr., provost and chief academic officer, Carnegie Mellon University, Sarah Magelsdorf, president, University of Rochester, and Sinmin Yap, the vice president of strategy for Synopsys, for giving their thoughts on some of the most important questions facing academia today, including things like, and I expect you to know all the answers after the end of this talk, how should the role of universities like RIT rooted in technology and applied learning, evolve as higher education itself is being redefined? What role should research universities play in addressing global challenges? And how should we balance research inspired by curiosity and use-based research? How should we balance preparing students for jobs that don't even exist yet with our traditional mission of preparing them for a career in an established profession? And most personally, and I enjoyed the answers to this, what is one piece of advice you would give RIT's leadership about its role in higher education? So let's give all of them a round of applause for sharing their insights with us today. I think we're over here. The questions they asked were deep and not ones that can be answered fully in a 40-minute panel session, but I'm confident together, we at RIT, in partnership with friends and colleagues in academia and government and industry, and I know we're going to all have to work together, will answer them in a way that we increasingly shape the future and improve the world through creativity and innovation. So my first step here since arriving at RIT has been to listen deeply, beginning to meet with colleges and divisions, student, faculty, and staff governance groups, university, department, and school chairs, deans, and government and community leaders. I've been really busy. Starting with the National Technical Institute for the Deaf, on my first day on the job, I found a faculty and staff that's deeply invested in RIT's mission and making the world a better place. I've also visited alumni and Board of Trustee members across the U.S., including Bay Area, Atlanta, New York City, Washington, D.C., and Rochester. You get a lot of frequent flyer miles on this job. I've visited our Dubai and Croatia campuses in October. While I still have much to learn, I'm beginning to understand and appreciate RIT's value. And I believe understanding these values is the most important first thing I can do. Some of this learning came from joining our strategic planning committee back in February, right after I was announced as your next president. So I'm still a beginner, but I'm going to risk telling you a few things that I believe we at RIT hold true. First, we are an empowering and inclusive community. We believe that people come first, and their well-being is foundational to our success. We are a welcoming and accessible community with a culture of mutual respect and shared purpose. We work to create an environment where everyone belongs and everyone can thrive. Second, we educate the whole student. We place students at the heart of everything we do, and we create an environment where students can achieve their highest potential academically, personally, and professionally. Third, we improve the world through research and scholarship. We create a future where knowledge and discovery drive sustainable progress and improve the world. Then we act with integrity. We are guided by integrity, embracing responsibilities for ourselves, each other, our global community, and the natural world by fostering a culture of honesty, transparency, and humility. We are agile and accountable. Through prudent risk-taking, collaboration, through research stewardship, we leverage the ability to ensure success. We hold ourselves individually and collectively accountable for achieving exceptional results in an ever-changing world. And finally, I am moved and inspired by RIT's distinctive identity of creativity, innovation, passion, curiosity, and joy. From Imagine RIT, which Emily and I attended last April, with its hundreds of examples of community creativity and experimentation, to our unique physical spaces like the Shed and the Magic Spell Studio, it's clear that we are creative and innovative. From our signature experiential learning To our long-standing traditions like Brick City Homecoming and the Freeze Fest, it's clear that our community is passionate, curious, and joyful. I can tell you that I've truly found a home here at RIT, a university with leading creators, makers, innovators, teachers, researchers, and entrepreneurs. So as we look ahead, I see RIT becoming a destination, not just for students, but for ideas. A place where breakthroughs in AI, sustainability, cybersecurity, and so much more are born. A place where artists and technologists co-author the future. A place that graduates leaders who will create the future and be prepared for careers that don't even exist yet. A place where interdisciplinary research tackles real-world problems, from climate resilience to ethical technologies. A place that will expand its global footprint while deepening its commitment to Rochester, all at the same time. RIT is preparing for its future by launching a new strategic framework, one that reflects the creativity, the curiosity, and the courage of our entire community. This framework will guide us through the next decade, a decade that promises to accelerate change, with or without us, as President Ellingson foreshadowed nearly 60 years ago. So let's create that destiny together. While there's still much work to be done to finish our framework, we're starting to see clear areas of emphasis. We will focus on transformative student experiences and success. We will elevate the student experience, empowering learners to lead and thrive in what will be a rapidly evolving world. That means more interdisciplinary opportunities, flexible pathways, hands-on learning, and support for every kind of student, from first-year undergrads to doctoral researchers. We will deepen our commitment to the culture of well-being and belonging. We envision a campus culture where every person feels seen, supported, and inspired to grow. This includes new investments in mental health, physical plant upgrades that support interactions, and the creation of lifelong connections to RIT. We will further pursue world-changing research and scholarship. We'll expand our research enterprise to tackle the world's most pressing challenges, from AI and quantum to sustainability to healthcare innovation. RIT will be a place where discovery meets impact and where faculty and students shape the world together. And finally, we will strengthen our global reach, perspective, and mindset. With campuses in Dubai, Croatia, and Kosovo, and 100+ partnerships across 50 countries, we're building a university that's truly interconnected. Our students will learn across borders, collaborate across cultures, and lead across industries. So to the RIT community here today, you'll be hear more about and be asked to provide feedback on the draft framework this fall. This has been and will continue to be shaped by our voices from across the university. Together, we're designing a future where RIT doesn't just adapt to change. We definitely are going to lead it. So none of what we aspire to do together can be done without passionate people. We have a beautiful campus. I'm so impressed by it. The buildings, the Tiger athletic facilities we built in the last 5 years and before are the best in their class. But I believe fundamentally that people is what drives RIT. Let me start by acknowledging the amazing work of our staff. The exceptional students and faculty of RIT could not achieve their goals without the steadfast support of our talented and committed staff. From the moment I walked onto this campus, I've been impressed by the staff's excellence and their attention to detail. From caring for RIT's beautiful campus to the work they do in cafeterias in our buildings and in advising and serving our students and faculty, among many other important roles, our staff are the bedrock of this institution. Having an exceptional faculty is also critical to accomplishing our mission. So in support of our faculty, I have some exciting news to share regarding endowed professorships. Endowed professorships play a crucial role in achieving academic excellence. They're important vehicles to retain and recruit our best faculty, to formally and publicly acknowledge their excellence, and to provide discretionary funds to allow them to take risks in research, enhance their teaching, and inspire their students. There are currently 49 endowed professorships at RIT, but today, due to the generosity of our donors, we're creating 5 new endowed professorships. I'm pleased, oh, thank you, yes. You can clap again. I'm pleased to announce these new professorships today. The Buddington Family Professorship, to support a faculty member in the College of Engineering Technology. It is funded by John Buddington, a member of our Board of Trustees, and Susanna Buddington, with the aim to retain and recruit the very best faculty. The Jeffrey K. Harris Professorship, to support a faculty member who exhibits multidisciplinary strategic thinking to solve important research challenges and advance RIT's unique approach for multidisciplinary education. It is funded by Board of Trustee member Jeffrey K. Harris and his partner Joyce Pratt, the chair of RIT's College of Liberal Arts National Council. The Ludwig Family Professorship, to support the university's strategic objective in recruiting and retaining distinguished scholars and teachers. It is funded by alumni Worth Ludwig, her husband Andy Ludwig, and their family via the Santeria Foundation. The Frank and Ruth Skolarski Professorship. The inaugural professorship will support the university's work in artificial intelligence. Future chairs will contribute to similarly critical emerging topics in science and technology. It is funded by Board of Trustees Vice Chair Frank S. Skolarski and his wife, Ruth Skolarski. And then finally, the Leo C. and Margaret J. Williams Professorship, to support a faculty member in the College of Science. It was given by Anna Williams, who is the mother of Molly Roche, a 2023 RIT graduate from the College of Science, who is majoring in chemistry in honor of her parents and Molly's grandparents. Each of these professorships, once approved by the Board of Trustees, will be endowed at $3 million for a total investment in $15 million, using funds from these generous donors and matching authorized by our Board of Trustees. Please join me for a round of applause to thank all these donors that have made these professorships possible. And it's not in my script, but I want to tell you we're just getting started with these kind of things. So as we stand at the threshold of a new chapter, I see a university that's not only ready for the future, but ready to shape it. RIT is a place where creativity meets purpose, where curiosity fuels discovery, and where courage drives change. Our new strategic framework will be more than a roadmap. It will be a reflection of our shared ambition to build a university that is more inclusive, more innovative, and more interconnected than ever before. Together, we will empower students to lead lives of consequence. We will foster a culture of belonging and well-being. We will expand the frontiers of research and creativity, and we will reach across borders to build a truly global community. This is our moment to imagine boldly, to act with intention, and to lead with heart. I am honored to walk this path with you. Let's build the future of RIT together. So thank you, and go Tigers!
Well, this has been a wonderful ceremony. There was a lot of ceremony and some seriousness to it, but now it's time to have a little fun with our new president, I think. So, President Sanders, collectively, this is our first request as a community to you. So if you would, please take your seat in the inaugural chair and remain in the chair till the end of the celebration. You can take photos if you'd like and post it on Instagram. So we have a special chair at RIT, and the inaugural chair was designed by RIT faculty member in the School of the American Crafts for the president of our university. And if you're interested, you can learn more about it and its history in your program. While it's a very handsome piece of furniture, elegantly designed, it wouldn't be my choice to watch a Bills game. But I think you'll agree that the inauguration events over the past 2 days have been outstanding. And as you might imagine, they just didn't happen. Hundreds of faculty, staff, students, alumni, administrators, they worked tirelessly to make this celebration a great success. So on behalf of Dr. Sanders, the Board of Trustees, please accept our thanks and gratitude. Members of the audience, please join me in expressing our appreciation. Now please stand if you're able for RIT's alma mater. The words can be found on the last page of your program.
Together stand, creating good with mind and hand, inspired to learn till life is done. As teachers, learners, all are one. With pride in our diversity, a spirit of community, we are the ones, the people of the future here at RIT. From RIT our course is set, we celebrate a promise kept, a life a living you have taught. Let new horizons now be sought.
Thank you. As we close today's ceremony, I invite you all to join us at the reception following the recessional. The reception area is immediately behind the stage, and staff are on hand to direct you. Our recessional will be accompanied by Rock City Guardian Pipes and Drums and the RIT Jazz Ensemble, led by our mace bearer. The platform party will be followed by the visiting college dignitaries and RIT procession. Please remain seated until the recessional has ended. Thank you and have a good evening, everyone.